He died. He's not here anymore. Tears streamed down my face as the trial ended. Kaito and Kokichi have both left this world because of this killing game. I watched as Kokichi was crushed and Kaito was killed. I fell to the floor. Kokichi, I just started to get to know the real him. There was so much more I wanted to know about him. I was happy when I was with him or Kaito, but now they are both gone. I woke up the next morning after the class trial and execution. My eyes were puffy and probably red from glance. I got dressed for the day and went to the hangar with the hope of finding them there. I opened the door and walked down the hallway to the exisal hangar. It was very quiet, probably because there are only 4 students left, including myself. I sighed as I walked down the empty hallway. My breathing and movement are loud in the silence. The hangar door was opened yesterday after the trial to see the evidence of the crime. It seems they left it open since yesterday. I walked in the hangar and looked at the exisals out of commission for the time being. My heart stopped as I walked down into where the hydraulic press was with Kokichi's remains smashed into mush inside. I slowly walked to the hydraulic press and found it to be cleaned up from yesterday. The press was no longer crushed together with blood everywhere. It was clean and suspended for another thing to be a victim to it. Oma. I couldn't stop thinking about him. He gave his life to end this killing game only to have it to continue. I sat down by the press and something caught my eye. There was the corner of what seemed to be a notebook hidden under the press. I got up and walked over to it. What could a notebook be doing here? I looked under the press and picked it up. Curious, I opened the cover. In neat handwriting it said, "I'm not sure anyone will ever find this, but if anyone does, I'm hoping that it's my beloved Saihara-chan, Oma." I was baffled by what the writing said. He knew he was going to do this, so this is the last thing he wants to say to the world, or more like me. I was super curious why this is the one thing he decided to leave behind. I flipped through the pages and saw that most of the pages were filled. He must have been working on this for a while. I started reading on the page after the intro. In neat handwriting, in purple ink, "Roses and violets." You know that poem, "Roses are red, violets are blue"? It's the poem most people give to a loved one on Valentine's. I'll never be able to give this to the one I love, but it's better to write it down than to keep it in. Violets are the color of your beautiful straight hair that always seems to fall on your face. Daffodils are the way I feel when you smile. Carnations are like your personality, so pretty and colorful. You always make me want to know more. You are what makes me feel like a peaceful sunset in a hell like this. Lilacs are the color of me. I know I come off as a crazy liar, but if you knew me, you would see that I'm really calm and sweet, like the beautiful lilacs that bloom so great, just waiting for the day to come, and I'm becoming too tired to wait. I love the sunset, all the colors mixing, and making a beautiful picture for all of us to see. I would love to have my purple have a faint taint of blue, because you make me want to be the best I can be, just for you. I stopped reading. Is it Kokichi that wrote this? I never knew he could write such lovely words. This is not what I expected at all. And is this written for me? This was too strange for me to get my bearings. So Kokichi wrote this for me. He must have felt so alone as the press came down on his body. And the last thing I told him before he died was, he thought I hated him. The things I said in the last class trial. Tears started to fall in the notebook. I can't forgive myself for what I said to him. I really wanted to get to know him, but he always hides behind a mask. I wanted to get to know the real him, but I never got the chance. Sad eyes. Don't be looking at me with those sad eyes. Don't be telling me your lies. It could be just you and me for all eternity. I know you hate all the things I've said. You must want me dead. I still can't get you out of my head. Your smile that helps me keep going. Your flustered personality makes me go crazy. I wish I could have told you before it was too late, but I guess this is my fate. If you're reading this, Sahara-chan, I wanted to apologize for everything. I'm sorry that I left, but maybe that's what you wanted. I hope you can end the killing game. Best of luck. Oma. I guess it was too late. Oma-kun, I'm so sorry for what I've done, I said, placing my hand on the press. I should have been there. I should have told you the truth, but I guess you will never be able to hear me say the words that needed to be said, because now you're